Do you guys hear me now? I guess now you guys can hear me. So if you now you guys can hear me, let's get going. I had connected I connected my microphone with this thing and with my computer basically, and it was not even working. So sorry for that. If you guys waited for me, uh, just let me know in the comment section if there is any problem you guys can discuss. But before wasting any time, let's get going. And sorry for the wait. Sorry for this thing. So guys, before wasting any time, let's get going. We are looking at the daily chart, right? We are looking at the daily chart of BTC, right? So this is the daily chart of the BTC. We will discuss a lot of other altcoins as well. So if you guys want me to, if you guys have any question, you guys can ask in the comment section at first, right? And if you guys want me to analyze any coin, I will analyze it for you as well. So, guys, before wasting any time, let's get going. I will mark this low, which is unswept. This is a daily low, which is unswept right here. And if you focus overall right here, if you focus overall, we are getting a rejection again and again from this yearly open. We got rejected once, another rejection here. And right now we are currently trading within this area. In my last update, right, in my last update on BTC specifically, in my Discord, I talked about that maybe it is one, two, three, four, five move up to the upside, and it has already completed this five Elliott wave move to the upside. And from here, it is one, two, and then three. This is the thing which can happen, right? And it will look like this. Let me show you. So this is like one, two, three, four, five wave to the upside, and then after that, maybe this is an ABC wave, A, B, and then C to the downside. And the next move for me, the most important move for the upside would be definitely this specific area, right? This is one of the area where I will look for a good rejection, this specific area, because we have this order block here as well. This is the order block, right? Let me mark this order block, and we are definitely lying exactly at a 7 8 and 7 5 Fibonacci retracement level. So if we see a pump to the upside, I will look for a short trade in the next week. I will look for a short trade here. I will look for a short trade here basically into this range. So it will be a ABC. I will look for a short trade at the range highs, right? And then the move to the downside from here till here. This would be my one move, which I will definitely look after. Very important for me, right? So this is one of our trigger. Mark this as an ABC structure. This is A, B, and then C structure, right? Let me just share this thing. Sorry, guys. Let me just share this thing with my community on Facebook as well. So just forget about them. So basically, this is ABC structure, and then later on, I come up with another idea, which I already talked about in my previous stream in my Discord, in my previous weekly class as well. That is this. This is another ABC structure from here till here, right? We will mark it with some golden color. So this was my idea, and in my previous updates, I talked about this structure. That this is from this is also what you can say 4-hour Fibonacci, not 4-hour. This is a 4-hour FEG as well at this point. And if you focus overall right here from this low to this high, we almost hit the golden pocket here. We almost hit the golden pocket, and now the price is pumping to the upside. So overall, in short, let me explain what exactly I am saying. We are simply trading within this range, right? We are simply trading within this range. Now I have combined five things here on BTC: A wave to the upside, B one, two, three, four, and then five. These are five wave move to the upside. As five waves are completed, A, B, rejection here, and then short to the downside. Right? This is another wave. Like, you guys can exactly see this as well. Now, to get this trigger, we need to hold this one, A, B, and then C for this area to get or to hit our trigger. And basically, it's a major resistance. Now, let me remove all of the stuff so you guys can exactly see this, that this is a major resistance here now. This yearly open is a major resistance now. And we are also hitting our Fibonacci's here. So overall, this area is definitely going to be a very good trigger for us. This is where I'm looking for a trigger. One area which I'm looking for a trigger. Let's get to a 1 hour time frame. So I will show you another important thing which on the 1 hour time frame you should look after. Let me mark few of the highs. This is the high, and then this is the low, right? This is the range low. If you guys remember, this was a deviation on this retest. I looked for a long trade. I shared my long trade in the VIP lounge, and it played out perfectly, right? This is a rejection from the range high, another rejection from the range high. Very simple. These are the order blocks exactly rejected at the range highs as well. This is an order block, was a very good easy short trade. Now we are within this specific range where this order block here is untested. We will mark it with a green trigger, right? And also a range low. Let me remove the upper triggers. So basically, currently we are within this trigger range. This is the major trigger zone for BTC in which we should trade. Now, basically, is my audio is clear now? My audio is clear, right? Just comment down. Just comment like if my audio is clear, if the music is not disturbing you, or any other thing. So, guys, basically, this order block is untested. This is the first trigger. Come on. This is the first trigger which I will look on BTC. This is the first trigger. So for me, this is going to be the most important trigger for now currently, which I'm looking at BTC, right? So that's the first major trigger for me here. And then I told you guys, if we get back to range highs here, then I can also again look for some sort of a resistance. Either at least this zone, hell, either at least this zone or either this zone. These are the two triggers which I will look exactly for BTC. This is what I will look for BTC. Let me share this chart on come on X. Let me share. So basically, these are the two triggers on 1 hour time frame which I'm looking at on BTC. So make sure like it's a simple thing. If we get back here, look for a long trade till this range highs, right? And then your SL should be below here. This is our first trigger which we should be looking at on BTC, right? Now let's get to what are this is the first thing which I will definitely look at once we get there. And from these range highs to these range lows, if we go for what I said right at first, if we go for 1 2 3 ABC, sorry, this is the ABC structure, A, B, and then C to these lows, right? So if we get back to this, and this is going to be like this. If we get back to this, then for me, I will look for another short trigger here. I will look for another trigger here. This is a very simple trigger. Now, I don't want my chart to look bad like this. Let me remove the other stuff, right? Let me remove it so you guys will read it very easily that what exactly I'm saying. So for this ABC pattern, I will look exactly for this. I will look for this is my short trigger. This is basically this is basically my short trigger. I told you where my long trigger was around here. This was my long trigger. Now, this is my basic plan for BTC. Now let's talk about it on the daily time frame. Let's talk about it on the daily time frame. Let me share this on my X. Hell, I don't know why. Let me share my stream on X so we don't miss this. So my X community don't miss this thing. First of all, let's mark this low on the daily. Right? Let's mark this low on the daily. So it's definitely going to be very helpful for my community as well. Let me share this fast. Uh, so I just shared this stream on my X. Now, this is the low. This low is unswept on the daily time frame on BTC. This low is unswept, right? But to the upside, if we focus overall, we have swept this and this. So the upside liquidity is majorly taken up. This liquidity is unswept. This overall range is untested, which is very strange to be very honest with you guys. And if we talk about here, if we talk about the RSI, along the RSI, if we study the chart overall, the perfect thing would be, the perfect thing would be this. The perfect thing would be this, and we will form this bullish divergence on the daily time frame. For now, we don't have any bullish divergence. This would be a bullish divergence, and then we can pump the price to the upside. Right? We will also discuss this is what I'm looking at. This is what basically I'm looking at, and it is definitely going to be very important. Now, let me show you guys a few of the very important things. From here, this wick, this zone, I will show you this zone. So this zone is very, very important. Previously, this zone was very important and we traded very important ranges here. And now this wicks and this gold, this is also a golden zone, right? This is also a golden zone because this wick is unswept. For a period of time, this wick was also unswept, right? Even right here, this wick was swept here. This structure was still stable, but even after this wick is on this is still swept, right? The liquidity is still swept. This structure is still stable. That's why it pumped like this. But still, even after a stable structure, we went for a sweep, then up again for a sweep, right? Now here, let me show you this thing is very important here. Right now, currently, this wick is unswept. So the structure is not stable. And we don't have any bullish divergence, which I'm talking about here. that we need this sort of a bullish divergence. So we form new lows here and then pump to the upside. This divergence is very important here. At the same time, this divergence was here. Lower lows on the chart and lower highs on the RSI. This divergence is very important. For now, we don't have any divergence within all of this range. We don't have any daily divergence. We don't have any daily divergence, right? Which shows that the price can visit this area and it should be our major interest zone. So for me, I told you guys this is the low. Let me give you few of the very big scenarios which you guys must understand. Come on, this. Now, as long as we hold above 74K, we are set, right? We are set to move from this zone to another all-time high. Do you guys understand what exactly I'm saying? If we don't sweep or don't break this low here, as I'm talking about, we just sweep these lows. Just sweep this low here. We have a chance after forming this divergence here, price pushes all the way up to new all-time highs. But once we break these lows, right, we will pump to the upside. We will pump to the upside, but here we then this count is not valid anymore. So right now, this basic thing is very important. This low is very important, and this new low is very important. And we will see, I will look for a long trade here as well, swing long trade. To have a target of this area, this is a very like I will have a limited SL into this area, right? I will accumulate my long position here to target this. But if we lose this, then I will try to avoid my swing long position. Overall, if we majorly see, this is an opportunity area where we can look for a long trades. This is if we go to the weekly time frame on BTC. This is an order block here on BTC. This is the order block on BTC, right? Now, whatever happens here, even if we dump from here, even if we dump from here, and even if we dump all the way up to this zone, overall this zone will act as a support, right? This zone will act as a support. Let us stretch this high. So this order block basically, specifically this weekly order block is definitely sitting a major support zone for BTC. So overall from here, I told you guys, even from here, we have few of the scenarios. I will explain every single thing to you. So on the higher time frames, you guys must be clear what you guys should be doing. When it was pumping here, I told you guys don't swing long here because it is a risky area, right? After all of this dump to the downside, if you are shorting into this area, this is definitely risky. What's the plan? If we lose this and if we form this sort of a structure, I will look for a swing long and target big highs, right? Suppose we break this lows here into this area, I will accumulate a swing long position in this all specific area. First entry here, second entry here, third entry here, fourth entry here. To get all once my all of my entries are hit, I will look for a relief. If we lose or if we hold this lows like this, then we can target big highs. If we lose this low here, then we still accumulate long positions, but we target this specific major levels. Now let me explain this. So we target this specific levels. This is our plan then. So we have two plans, both are long. We are not going for any short or something like this. In the start of this video, I also talked about What I also talked about for on the 1 hour time frame and 4 hour time frame, what are my triggers and what are not my triggers, right? This is also a very important thing which you guys must be focused on. One thing. Now, I hope so it's clear, right? I hope so it's clear. Let's BTC. This is a simple thing. This is a simple thing on the daily time frame. If you focus overall, this is an FEG which is untested, so this area specifically should be tested overall. Look at this: one candle, second candle, third candle, fourth candle. Overall, this is an imbalance area, right? We are getting a rejection at this first order block, but this specific zone has to be tested at one point. Maybe we can stretch from here and then get a rejection again to the downside. And specifically, it would be it's going to be way better if we lose this low. We don't lose this, and then we cover this specific, at least this specific area. This is personally my plan, which I'll be definitely executing. For now, if you focus overall, maybe a lot of guys are planning short, long, whatever. I will simply say it can go here straight, it can go here straight. So it's 50-50. It's in the mid range. I told you guys maybe it is 1 2 3, maybe it's in this thing, but specifically this is a clear short trade area where you guys can exactly see this. Where our trigger is exactly this order blocks as well on the daily time frame. So I will definitely look for that 4 hour short trigger which I shared at the start of this video. So this is a simple plan for BTC. I really don't have to discuss a lot, but in simple words, I told you guys shorts are not good within this specific area, right? This is a somehow support zone. So focus for a good long trade with a good SL, and then a good long trigger with a good SL, and then catch the next wave move to the upside. Because even if we dump from here or here, the next move has to be somehow a little bit of a relief. And if we hit this zone, this is what I perfectly want personally. This is a hope for the Bulls, the last hope for the Bulls, this scenario. But personally, I want this zone to be tested and then this and then dump to the downside. This is personally I want for BTC. Now, I hope so this is clear. Let's talk about Ethereum. Let's talk about Ethereum now. You guys can definitely comment down what you want me to cover for you guys. Like just comment down your what you say. Just comment down your coin. I will read it for you. So basically, let's get to the weekly time frame on this Ethereum. Ethereum has a very clear structure here. A simple resistance, right? A simple resistance here and a simple support here. And you guys can exactly see this on the weekly time frame. Ethereum got rejected very badly at the yearly highs, right? And Ethereum have right here an unswept wick low, exactly at 2620, right? This is the support zone. This is again the mid range, which I will say. For now, let's focus on Ethereum here. I told you guys right now on the BTC we had unswept wick lows. On Ethereum we have a unswept wick lows. The best thing would be to take out these lows. Ethereum, the perfect zone for me is definitely this trigger. This is the trigger on Ethereum for me. Save this chart, right? Just save this chart around 23 all the way up to 21. This is going to be my loading zone. Just buy Ethereum into this area specifically. Just buy Ethereum into this specific area. I'm not buying Ethereum here. Maybe there is a tiny bit of a support on the daily time frame here, but personally, this is the support which we can consider for Ethereum, right? Let me change the specific colors. Now, where we are sitting at, let's get to the daily time frame. Now, where we are exactly sitting, on Ethereum is definitely a good support on daily. You guys can exactly see this. We held the support here, held the support here, held the support here, held the support here. It turned into resistance, resistance. Now it is holding as a support. But as I told you, we have an unswept daily lows, weekly lows. These weekly lows usually get filled, right? These weekly lows usually get filled, so we can see this. And once we see this, I don't think so. It's a good thing to buy here. For me, in my community, I always prefer good supports. So for me, this is a simple buy for Ethereum. I will not trade here. Just buy here. If you want to accumulate, accumulate here. But for me, the only trigger on Ethereum is this, which I showed you guys. 23 to 21, nothing else. Right? This is Ethereum. Now let's talk about Solana. Ondo, Esther. Okay, we will see. Hell, what is this? Now, guys, let's get to the weekly time frame on Solana. Right, Solana have a huge imbalance here. This is the imbalance which I will consider on Solana, which is not filled yet. Right, this is the imbalance. If the cartels go after this, they can definitely dump it all the way up to that zone. So basically, on Solana, I will show you guys. This is the support which I am personally looking at 103 to, 100, to 90, like around $100. This is a good support. If we talk about this, we are still majorly holding this support here, right? Majorly, we are holding this support, which you guys can exactly see this. On the weekly time frame, Solana is holding this support. I personally bought Solana at 118, what you say, 118 dollars, $118. I personally bought Solana, some of the Solana, because you guys can exactly see this on Solana. On BTC, the weekly lows were unswept, right? On BTC, the weekly lows were unswept. And on Ethereum, the BTC, the weekly lows were unswept. But on Solana, the weekly lows are swept. So that's why my first buying on Solana has already been done, right? And it went into somehow profits. And we have a major FEG into this area along with the order block above it. So from here, if the price hold here, then we can see a surge all the way on Solana to this yearly open again. So Solana have a healthy structure here, a good support. Specifically, buy here somehow, load again. If you want to test your patience or anything else, this is your something which you guys must buy. Hello, can you guys hear me? Do you guys hear me now? Do you guys hear me? Hello. So now you guys can hear me. Let me remove myself from